the comeback of DC and with the Penguin series. Because on one hand,
dude,
the Penguin drops, and on the other hand, the Joker 2 drops. So it's like a different world right now in DC. But this is my point. That series is so good. They should let whoever done that series direct the next DC movie. And from here on out, those guys handle it. I think it's different directors, but just get them all. And let's start directing the movies like the Penguin. Because that was they got the feeling of DC back.
Well, the comics were dark to begin with.
Yeah.
Like your original DC comics, Detective Comics, they were dark, man. They were especially Batman. Batman was very dark. And then it kind of went fluffy, on the TV shows and stuff. But that comic's always been good. And then Frank Miller did a bit of it, didn't he? He made the Dark Knight comics, which are really like doubles. Those are really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have to admit, man, I watched the first episode and I was like, okay, I don't really know where it's going. But then I was in. I was hook, line, and sinker. I was in.
Yeah, that was the thing with me as well. Like they're doing a show about the Penguin. How interesting can that be? But it was so good. Well, the actors are so good, and the ending, like you said, you knew it because you watched it before me, and I was just about to watch it when
I walked in perfect time.
And he was like, "This is the best part," and he said, "Like, who's gonna stop me now?" And then they pan out from his penthouse.
And then over Gotham, you saw
over Gotham, and then you see the Batman sign.
Yeah, it was like,
dude, I got goosebumps when I said it.
Karma, right?
Yeah.
Like timing. But the thing is, too, is when because you end up liking him, the Penguin, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's twisted.
Until the last episode.
He's twisted. He's messed up. Everyone's screwing everybody. It was like a Hamlet.
Yeah.
It was like something out of Shakespeare, the way they were doing all this stuff, right? It was ridiculous. Like this person was messing that person up, the mother thing, blah, blah, blah. And then when him and Victor are sitting there, and then I don't care. People who don't know that, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
When he chokes him and kills him,
yeah,
you're pulled right back. Oh, wait a minute. He's a killer, dude.
Exactly.
Like, in my mind, I'm like, I totally forgot because I was kind of rooting for the Penguin, even though he's a fucker. But then you forget, oh, wow.
That's good filmmaking.
It brought me back to realize he's
the bad guy.
Brutal.
Yeah, he's the bad guy.
Because I thought that was going to be his guy.
Yeah, me too. And that would have been cool, but the way it happened was even cooler. And did you see, like, after he choked him, he had this weird fucking look on his face?
Right.
Like, he looked evil.
Yeah.
Like he been looking like he has a weird face, and they did a killer job with the makeup.
Yeah.
But after he choked him, he had this fucking look on his face. He lost his mother. He killed his boy. And he had this fucking look on his face. He's just evil.
Yeah.
And he's in to do a season 2.
Dude, there's no way they're not going to do a season 2.
Dude,
There'd be
no way.
The crap sequels they make of stuff that are crap the first one. If they don't make a second one, that's ridiculous. But no, that was good.
And it runs like a mob, almost like a mob.
And he
show.
supposedly has 3 of the 4 scenes. He's in 3 of the 4 scenes of Batman 2.
Really?
Because he was in the first one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the first one.
No, that's no joke, man. That show is legit. I got to admit, that show is legit.
And the Hangman, she's so good.
That show, yeah, but you got a thing for her.
Yeah.
I look at her like I will not turn my back on that woman because she's going to put a knife in it, and you're like,
I like that.
Kind of like it, yeah.
No, here's my thing. I have a weakness for emo girls. I always had a weakness for emo girls because I was an emo kid. And then you start liking emo girls, and every time like someone looked like a little bit gothic, a little bit emo, I'm like, oh,
no, but she just looks psycho.
I see you. But I dated a couple of girls with haircuts like that, dude.
Yeah, that's all. You can have them.
Yeah, black hair, and with that haircut and long in the back, dude.
Not yet.
Brought me back.
Still too early. Not yet. Before you go there.
Bring back emo chicks. Dude, bring them back.
But no, that show is legit, dude. That show is legit. Completely legit.
Dude, from first episode and on, it's perfect. And when they went down in the sewers, I was like, yes, they're doing it right.
But DC has always made really good cartoons, animation. Just the movies that weren't always a hit. And the same with Marvel. Marvel usually makes good movies, but their anime is...
Really?
Any comic book fan will agree with me on that.
Yeah.
DC movies are never really that good, but the animated movies, banger after banger after banger. Marvel movies are usually good. The animated, it's a hit or miss. Usually it's not good.
But DC has done a lot of good movies as well. Like the
I'm talking
first three
percentage-wise.
Batman, Tim Burton Batman, Nolan Batman.
Yeah, and what else?
I'm drawing a blank.
I'll
That's
wait.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
But no, that's a banger, dude. He did a really good job of that.
Yeah.
You forget it's him.
Oh yeah.
Completely forget it's Colin Farrell.
Yeah, they did such. I didn't even know it was him in the movie. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, but it was one of those things where I put it on. Johan told me to watch it,
I didn't think it sucked.
and I watched it,
It was pretty good.
and it was just long. I think that's what it was. I wasn't ready for a 3-hour movie
Yeah.
with the guy from Twilight. I think that was the problem.
Yeah, they
So-
couldn't find a better Batman, to be honest with you.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't.
didn't
like-
suck.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't hate him or like him. He was just. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
I didn't.
Have you seen the photos from the new Superman?
Yeah.
You like it? Because
So far.
Yeah.
I know.
They have the underwear on the outside again.
I know,
and-
but I know what they're doing with the suit too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah,
Because
it's-
there's photos from the suit
yeah.
And he has
but
it-
the
his
S is
underwear.
different. Yeah.
on the outside again.
We'll see. I trust. I trust James Gunn.
Yeah.
100%.
I think he's
trust him.
going to do a good job. And also that actor is really good. And he's jacked.
He's a big boy.
Dude, he put on some
No,
weight,
but he's a
dude.
big boy. He's like 6'4". Like he's not little. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't a jack dude.
No,
Then
but
he
I'm
ate
saying,
some
but-
Mexican
but
supplements,
this
and
thing,
now he's
but I'm
huge,
saying though,
dude.
but like Superman's supposed to be tall, and he's tall. Like
Hmm.
he's a big boy.
And
So
he has the look.
yeah,
He has the look.
For sure.
I think he's a good Superman.
for sure. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.